got the valves lapped in and cleaned up. I had the machine shop clean up the valves and grind them. Now I've got them lapped in. So I think we're ready to put the valve springs in. Alright, now that we got the valves in, we're going to adjust the valves. Dad's looking for the feeler gauges right now. What was the clearance supposed to be? Oh, I disturbed him. If anybody doesn't know, that's the John Husky.
Intake 8 thousandths, exhaust 16.
He's a master Wisconsin tech. If you got an old hay baler or something with a Wisconsin engine, why don't you just bring it on down to him? Alright, for some reason that didn't record, so we're going to try again on cylinder number 2. So I guess I only get 2 chances at this. I know for a fact I opened these up trying to get the valves out, so I'm sure they will be out of adjustment. Alright, intake valve is supposed to be 8 thousandths. Alright, got this slight drag. So we know that valve's adjusted right. And then the exhaust is tight. Alright, we got this slight drag on the exhaust valve, so I think we're good to go, don't you?
Those are self-locking, the little adjusting screws.
They're really tight. They're not. There's no lock nut on them.
So they're self-locking.
Yes, sir. All right, I guess we'll get the rocker arm cover. Well, they're not really rocker arm covers. I guess the valve covers cleaned up and get them glued on, and we'll start working on getting the head on. All right. So all our gaskets come from King McIver out of Hickory, North Carolina. They used to be based out of Greensboro, but now they're in Hickory. I was going to pick up the parts in person, but that didn't work out. Alright, I think it's a 1/2 inch wrench here, buddy. Alright, we might go back and re-snug him after it's run a little bit. That should be a plenty tight. Now we'll get ready to clean up the top of the block and put the head gaskets on. Alright, so we kind of run out of tools. I'm in the process of moving to Greensboro, and my torque wrench is in Greensboro. So tomorrow night, well, maybe not tomorrow night, but the next time I get to work on it, I'll torque the head down and start putting the intake and exhaust manifold back on. And hopefully it'll be running soon. One thing we did notice in the write-up, King McIver sent us all the torque sequence and everything for this engine. It's supposed to be torqued to 24 foot-pounds. And it says use a mixture of graphite and oil on the cylinder head bolts. Pretty much what they want you to use is what we call anti-seize now. But so put anti-seize on your bolts and torque them down to 24 foot-pounds. Next chance I get to torque the head down, I will. And I've took this bracket off to be cleaned up. So shouldn't be long here. We'll be running. We'll catch y'all next time.